Cornelius being a Gentile, but that's it. And furthermore, there was a lot of energy against me. There's a lot of energy against me. I had dudes threatening to shoot me. My life was being threatened over the Cornelius doctrine and other things. So that I already went through that energy. That's why I stopped, because a lot of people, everybody that came at me years ago. I had dudes in the GMS camp threatening my life over Cornelius and the Mark of the Beast. So a lot of y'all Johnny-come-latelys, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Have that same energy. No, you just, more likely than not, your feet that are swift to run into mischief. You just want to see somebody come at Zabach and HOI. That's what I believe, in my humble opinion. If I'm wrong, no respect to persons have the same energy. Somebody come at Zabach. So I already went through that energy. That's why I stopped, because a lot of people, there was a lot of energy against me. There's a lot of energy against me. I had dudes threatening to shoot me. My life was being threatened over the Cornelius doctrine and other things. So that I already went through that energy. That's why I stopped, because a lot of people, everybody that came at me years ago. I had dudes in the GMS camp threatening my life over Cornelius and the Mark of the Beast. So a lot of y'all Johnny-come-latelys, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Have that same energy. No, you just, more likely than not.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect and the brother Zion. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to feed the sheep and the lambs of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. This video was sent to me by the elder brother Yasharan in our camp. And I guess he was checking this out. And there's a clip where Zabach mentions Great Millstone. And he basically says that his life was threatened by brothers in GMS. And he said that also he was, people were threatening to shoot him. Now, knowing Zabach, he says Jake likes to get caught up on wordplay. The first thing he did was he mentioned people threatening him to shoot him. And then he mentioned brothers in GMS threatening his life. So I don't know if he was saying brothers in GMS was threatening to shoot him, or if it was on a separate occasion where people was threatening to shoot him and then people in GMS was threatening his life. Now, first and foremost, on the behalf of the apostles and elders of GMS, they're definitely not going to condone that shit. Okay? So if anybody was to ever do that, they would immediately get kicked out. The apostles and elders ain't going to allow, people in the camp to make threats on people's lives. Now, I will say this. If we saying that the Most High is going to destroy your black ass, and you take that as a threat on your life, then so be it. Okay? If you saying Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to destroy you, and he going to allow the martial law troops to take you out, then it's nothing wrong with us saying that. But as far as a personal attack or a threat, like I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, the apostles and elders is not standing on that shit, man. All right? It was even a point in time where they told us to stop calling certain elders certain names, because we would call Nate. Nate would have these nicknames, and Jake would call him these nicknames, and the apostles and elders was like, we ain't doing that no more. Brothers don't do that. So if they stopped us from doing certain things like that, you think they're going to allow members of their camp to personally threaten your life? Hell no. So that's a fucking lie, Zabach. And if they did do that, maybe you need to contact Elder Apostle Tahar and he'll handle it. But you still teaching that Cornelius is a heathen is going off. Okay? Let's play this one more time.
A lot of energy against me. There's a lot of energy against me. I had dudes threatening to shoot me. My life was being threatened over the Cornelius Doctrine and other things. So that I already went through that energy. That's why.
So at first, he says he had dudes threatening to shoot him. And now he's going to mention GMS. So I don't know if he's saying that was on a separate occasion or he's combining the two.
Stop, because a lot of people, everybody that came at me years ago. I had dudes in the GMS camp threatening my life over Cornelius and the Mark of the Beast.
You gotta elaborate on that. Because like I said, if brothers are saying the Most High is going to destroy you and you took that as a threat, then hey, whatever. But personal attacks, individual man saying he's going to harm you, all right? The apostles and elders, they're not standing on that, all right? So I wanted to, bring this clip out, man, because you got a lot of dudes who, they spewing off at the mouth, all right? And possibly they want a certain group to have a certain image, And this whole video that Zabach did, brotherhood over breakdowns, is bullshit, all right? And I'm going to come back and do a video on that. But I wanted brothers to see this clip, man, I wanted brothers to see this clip because, I've been in this truth since 2010. All right, I'm on my 15th year, okay? And I've known the apostles and elders since I came in, and I know that they are not condoning that type of behavior. So that's some bullshit, Zabach. All right? That's some bullshit, man. Shalom.